In the Mart in Chicago, for Herman Miller, we're really about looking at real needs and bringing forth real solutions. So we've integrated our whole solution set and looked very hard at a broad set of needs in different scenario settings. The 4 scenarios really could represent 4 very different companies from around the world, but they also could represent different divisions or departments within a university, a hospital, within a corporate setting, or any other kind of enterprise.
What we want to do is demonstrate that we understand the problems that they're faced with. We want to show them that there may be some new solutions out there they haven't thought of, and we want to show them maybe something similar to what they're doing but with a little bit of a twist, so just so that they can come away with some different thinking.
A lot of attention's been paid to the coming together of different generations in corporate America. One area that hasn't been paid very careful attention to is in the leadership areas of those companies. And what we're learning is that there's a diverse set of requirements and a lot of different kinds of needs that should be addressed to help that set of workers be as effective as they can be. One of the things we've reflected in the space is a way to accommodate a diverse set of up-and-coming leaders, and to really do that where they have choices and can match their workspace to their specific work style needs, rather than the standard office for everybody. A couple of challenges that have converged as our clients have come to us is the real estate issue they have with a lot of fixed and closed offices that are large and are dinosaurs, coupled with the fact that they have a lot of convergence of generations in their workplaces. And so a few creative organizations have really looked at a way to have a more shared office paradigm where they put together a baby boomer with a millennial and look at a mentor-mentee relationship between those individuals. The corporate boardroom is changing just as the set of leaders is changing, and they're demanding spaces that have a little less formality but are still very professional, and really looking for ways to more seamlessly integrate technology.
Many companies are realizing that they have very low occupancy in their offices, and especially in field offices where the occupancy can be very low, sometimes around 20%, and it really drains the energy out of an office to have nobody there. One of the things that we have been looking at to deal with that problem is having a combination of assigned and unassigned workstations. We've designed some low My Studio workstations for the people who have assigned offices. They have sight lines through the space, they have that visibility, and they also have a fair amount of variety in a small workstation footprint. For the mobile workers, they might grab the things that they're working on and go into a tall My Studio office and close the door to signal that they need to do some heads down work. A lot of times these mobile workers just need to sit down and make a phone call or check some emails between meetings, or simply find some coworkers and collaborate with them. So we've designed several touchdown workstations. We've also designed some workstations where you could quickly pull a project team together, and the work tools just snap in and out so easily that anybody can change them to accommodate what they need to do. We've got a variety of collaborative spaces as well, enclosed spaces, open spaces, formal and informal, a variety of places for mobile workers to get their work done.
We've really looked at a number of different things that are about coming out of the cubicle. So the workstations that worked for generations of past aren't really as satisfied by that as the only way to get work done and to be accommodated in the workplace. New ways of planning abound, and they're really going up against the notions of a workstation or a cubicle, as it's so affectionately called. And one of the ways is that more organic way of planning at 120 degrees versus 90 degrees. Collaboration can take on a lot of different directions. In this space, we have an integral collaborative surface, so it very much supports that collaborative nature of work in these settings. It also allows us to flex nicely from unassigned touchdown spaces to assigned workspaces.
A cross-functional team has many different types of people working together. So we start with a panel spine. We have 57-inch high spines and very low panels coming from that spine, and in some cases no panels at all. And the reason is to keep these environments very open. So not only is it more healthy for workers to get access to a lot of daylight and views, but it also facilitates collaboration. And then we have flexible furniture that docks up to the spine. So for example, somebody who is on a more collaborative team, they might want to just have tables out in the center that they can pull together, and of course enough work surface so that they can spread their work. But then a more storage intensive team might need to have a little bit more storage docked up to their workstations, might need to have a file bank in the middle. So there are a variety of ways to accommodate lots of different needs. Many project teams have technical workers on the team, people who sit in workstations for a fairly long stretch of time. We've provided Envelop and Embody, which are very ergonomically supportive so that that technical worker can pull their computer into a reclining position. Everything moves with them. What we're demonstrating is that you can provide a lot of function within a very small footprint and then turn over some of the space that you gain from that small footprint into more collaborative space, which of course the teams really appreciate.
For Herman Miller, materials are more than skin deep. They're an integral part of any new product development that we do. They're thought about from the beginning. The other key part about our materials program is that it is very focused on how can we be better stewards of the environment and thinking about sustainable design. One of the things we get really excited about is helping people think about possibilities, and the space is very much intended to be a jumping off point so that you can get some ideas and begin to think about how you reconcile those ideas with the needs that you're trying to solve.